Pakistan's Supreme Court has decided not to live-stream proceedings of the intra-court appeal against its September 15th judgment, which struck down amendments to the anti-graft laws. The court cited concerns about potential political misuse and emphasized that live streaming could lead to grandstanding, affecting the proper administration of justice. Meanwhile, Pakistan's Federal Investigation Agency summoned PTI leaders Barrister 𝐒𝐭𝐨𝐬𝐬 and spokesperson Rauf Hassan over the alleged misuse of Imran Khan's X account to post content against state institutions. The investigation follows a post quoting Khan on the Hamdur Rahman Commission report, sparking government backlash. The summoned leaders must appear at the FIA Cybercrime Reporting Center on Wednesday or face legal action. In economic news, the Annual Plan Coordination Committee has approved a national development plan with ₹3 trillion for 2024 to 2025, aiming to boost economic growth to 3.6%. The Federal Public Sector Development Program will see significant increase with major allocations to the energy and water sectors. However, social sector funding will face significant cuts, with health and education spending reduced considerably. The plan also outlines targets for agriculture, construction, and the industrial and service sector growth, with expectations of improved economic conditions and political stability supporting these goals. Gaza endures relentless Israeli attacks despite proposed ceasefire by Biden. Netanyahu wants Hamas destruction before agreeing to ceasefire negotiations. Hamas expresses openness to ceasefire proposal. Diplomatic efforts persist as Blinken engaged with key regional diplomats. Israeli tanks and artillery continue their assault on the battered Gaza Strip as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu remained firm on the destruction of Palestinian group Hamas, casting doubts on the possibility of a ceasefire despite a proposal from U.S. President Joe Biden. During a White House news conference, Biden had announced Israel's new ceasefire proposal, aiming for a permanent end to the conflict. The plan had included the withdrawal of Israeli forces from populated areas in Gaza and the release of all Israelis held captive there. Hamas has expressed openness to the proposal, citing a commitment to a permanent ceasefire and other conditions, including a prisoner exchange. In Israel, opposition leader Yair Lapid supported the ceasefire proposal and urged Netanyahu to accept it, potentially securing parliamentary approval. Families of captives in Gaza have also emphasized the urgency of accepting the deal. Since the start of the conflict, Israeli attacks on Gaza had killed at least 36,379 people and wounded 82,407 others, with thousands more missing under the rubble and presumed dead. Despite ongoing attacks, diplomatic efforts had persisted. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken addressed the proposal with diplomats from Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Turkey, urging Hamas to accept the deal, while Indonesia's president-elect has offered support, offering peacekeeping troops if needed. Last phase of Indian elections concluded. Modi alliance projected to win. Publication of exit polls banned until all voting is over. Official count scheduled for June 4th. Exit polls suggest that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's BJP-led alliance is likely to secure a majority in the general election that concluded on Saturday. India's news channels and independent agencies are releasing the results of their exit polls conducting during the 6-week voting period. It's important to note that the publication of exit polls is banned until all voting is over, and these polls have a mixed track record, sometimes being significantly inaccurate. The official vote count is scheduled for Tuesday, June 4th, with expected results to be announced the same day. South Africa heads for coalition government. Zuma big election winner. MK party gains at the expense of governing ANC. ANC set to lose its majority for the first time since the end of the apartheid. Former South African President Jacob Zuma's new MK party is emerging as a major winner in South Africa's general election, marking a significant gain in the expense of the ruling African National Congress, or the ANC. With over 97% of votes counted, MK is leading in the KwaZulu-Natal, a province that ANC has never lost since 1994. Additionally, MK stands third, with about 15% of the vote, while the ANC has around 40% and the Democratic Alliance 21%. The ANC is facing a substantial loss in its strongholds, including Gauteng and the Western Cape. If these trends continue, the ANC may need to form a coalition party to stay in power both nationally and in key provinces. South Africa, where 55% of the population lives in poverty and unemployment is at 33%, has seen widespread dissatisfaction with the ANC's 30-year rule marked by corruption and inefficiency. Zuma, despite a criminal record and corruption allegations, has drawn support with populist promises to end unemployment and poverty. The MK party has ruled out a coalition with the ANC, while other parties are awaiting final results from making any decisions. Final results are expected on Sunday.